Hello, chat. It's me, Crystal. I'm back. Oh my god, sorry about last week. Things got, well, they just were, if I can say. Like a lot has went on. If I'm to be super duper honest. Like, to not get super personal, like, it was a heavy family emergency. That's what I've been telling everyone, basically. Heavy family emergency, that's all y'all need to know. And yes, it did need to be taken care of, like, immediately. So, yeah. Other than that, today I'm gonna try and reboot everything. If that's fine. And what I mean by that is that I'm gonna try getting back on a semi-usual schedule. I mean, this week, because I was away for kind of a while, like 5 days. Like, nearly a week. I do have to kind of work a few extra hours, but it's like, it is what it is, you know? So, yeah. But outside of that, today we're gonna play more Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, and then on Wednesday, because I was gone for quite a while, I'll have to work Tuesday, as well as my usual Monday, Friday stuff. Wednesday we'll see if I can get Sexy Brutal up, and then we'll see if I can grab clips for y'all. Yeah? If that's everything, let's get everything all booted up. But yes. Anyways, let me get this all ready. And here we go. And we're back. Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Let's continue the game. We were at 7 cards on chapter 3. Last where we left off. Yes, I believe we have to deal with letters. Yes, yes. This is grief. Jasmine is always talking about you. She told me you are allowed to receive visitors now. Congrats. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project. And I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Not quite yet. Let me double check on, everything. You know. How it be. So we have 7 cards. Fragrant meditation, yes. Transhumanism. Card legend. Inner guidance. Omnicide. Burning chrome. Summer lovers. Lunar seeds. Alright. Let me see. We only have 7 blue, so we don't have enough anyways. Okay. So. I remember last we left off, Grief has been, possessed by... an arbiter. Not yet. Not yet. Though. I want to make sure everything is all good before we... So, we'll invite Luis over first. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, what's your name? Fortuna, your name's Fortuna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's fine, Luis. Don't worry about it. Nice to meet you. Your name is Luis, right? No need to be nervous. Any friend of Jasmine is welcome here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all good. Please don't worry. It's just, I've heard so many things about you, and that's how I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. Please don't. Please don't worry about it too much. Like, it is what it is, darling. Alright? You will be okay. At least here, you will be. So please, please, relax. Relax. And you know, Deep breaths, darling. Deep breaths. You will be okay. Anyways. Things... Oh, yeah? What have you heard? Oh, good things, don't worry! I'm not worried about that, I'm just wondering what people have been saying about my work. Like, please, relax, don't worry about it. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and missed you so much, you know that? Yes, I do. I do know. I missed her a lot too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a little bit about yourself? Yes. Always good to do that. You know. Sure. Okay, sorry. No, don't apologize. Like I said, it's absolutely natural to be nervous and all that. So take a deep breath. In, out. And you will be okay. Oh, I forgot I put those on because I'm doing a whole bunch of things on the side too. My name is Louise Ann. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Don't worry too much. In, out. It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be alright? Okay, that's good. Thank you. All good. Let's see. What's your specialty? Oh, right. I'm a pith weaver. Oh, that sounds cool. What does that mean? I can harvest mortals' intellecti. Ooh, harvesting. Eh? Yeah, what is intellecti, actually? I am genuinely curious. I might actually have to look that up. Because curiosity will kill this cat. As I will say. It's a magic substance that defines one's behavior and desires. Oh? Now do tell. Because, again, this is very much interesting. You know. Where is... But yes, controlling that is... Well, I can say... quite something. I mean, not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but like sometimes that kind of stuff you do really need to be careful with. I will say that much. Anyways, a single mortal barely produces enough thread. But if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole clothes and capes. That sounds interesting. Well, that's hard to picture, but it sounds fun. And those clothes you craft have magical properties, I imagine? That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, the yarn extracted from a band of artists could make a lovely scarf that stimulates the wearer's creativity. I love it already. I'll weave something sometime for you. Oh, thank you. What kind of entelechy would you fancy most? Ooh. Moms and children, love and nurturing, for strength, power, or maybe something with boundless exploration. What would artists give us? But moms and children. From moms and their children, please and thank you. Oh, how sweet! That's a really powerful energy, let me tell you. Oh, then do tell. If I get the chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present for having me. Oh, no need. I mean, I am more than happy to just host you, darling. Like, you are more than enough. Thank you so much. Do you want to know anything else? You make this sound like this is an interrogation. No, I'm sorry. I'm having a good time. But it's easier for me if you ask me things. Sure, let's see. How do you know Jasmine? I mean, I feel like it's always good to know your client base. At least that's my perspective of it. Not everyone has to agree. But yes, how do you know Jasmine? Because that is also very important to know. She hired me to weave a special net to gather dew from her greenhouse. It's one of the projects I'm most proud of. I harvested the entelechy from desert nomads to make it. The dew filtered through this net makes an astounding base substance for all kinds of flower-based potions. jasmine brews have become quite popular after my contribution. It's been centuries since I've had something from jasmine. I can't wait to try this improved version. Together, we also developed some magic tea bags that multiply the fragrance of dried mixtures. That is so cool. Now I see how you two became close. Both you and Jasmine are super crafty. It's gotta be so much fun to find someone to share your passion with. It is indeed. I always have a great time with Jasmine. Nice. More questions? Let's see. What do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, I love reading, playing my multi-neck bass, and spying on mortals. Oh wow, that's weird. Reading? Is it not hip to read anymore? Hip? I was kidding. The odd part is spying on mortals. And I'm a bit curious about the multi-neck bass too, to be honest. I play custom bass guitar with 3 necks, since I have multiple arms and all that. But I don't play it in front of people. I only use it to meditate. It's really soothing to weave several deep melodies together, I can imagine. I like the idea. I wish I can hear it someday. What about spying on mortals? I love making myself invisible and just watching them go about their lives. Comparing my lifestyle from many different cultures and planets. Comparing lifestyles from many different... Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd probably, do the same kind of thing too. After many years of observation, I gained the ability to perceive their intellecti. That's how I found my calling and developed my pith weaving. That's so interesting. I didn't care much about mortals even back when I was one of them. I guess there's a great deal to learn from mortality too, isn't there? Yes, I love mortals. I can tell. I hope it isn't too weird. It's perfectly fine, don't worry. Is there anything else you want to know? Let's see. Well, time for the most important question, really. So, miss, why are thou here? Is my most important question. Why did you come see me? Yes, better get to business. I'm here precisely because of my pith weaver skills. As I explained, the intellecti from mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they lead. The universe provides enough different contexts to find whichever kind of energy fits your purposes. But, of course, there is the shortcut of manipulating mortals to provide the substance you need. For example, you could add lust serum to the water supply of a community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their orgies. Oh, well, okay. Quite an example. Not that I've tried this more than once. I usually prefer all natural chaos-bred intellecti. The thing is, Adana saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started back when Earthlings began their conquest of space. The colonies on Mars were proliferating at a supernatural speed. Conflict spread through every bordering nation on Earth and any planet mankind set foot on. I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed an otherworldly energy, so I spent decades spinning thread from it. And as it happens, that substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths. Right. What? Really? How so? Earth's intellecti was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happen to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. Well, yeah, fair. I used that substance to weave gladiator-like webs that can suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. You can also craft decent pieces of armor against behemoth spells. And why is Adana so interested in developing such armaments? The cosmic echoes warned her that behemoths will threaten the Coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such a tremendous phenomenon, I only managed to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Adana is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. Excuse me? I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through. Hey. I mean, it's a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I don't know how else to say it, like... Ugh. What do you need to make this happen, exactly? Adana discovered that if you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, the reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back. As if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's entelechy once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened. And I can harvest it. So what are you... Adana tasked me with provoking World War III. Well... That's... We can't allow that. I'm sorry, like... As much as, you know... I'm all for progress, we should not... do it at the cost of lives. That's terrible, we can't allow that. Exactly. But I don't want to anger Adana. There's already been talk of expelling me from the Coven should I fail to deliver. Isn't there a way out of this? This is totally unfair. Adana is pushing it too far. Let's take a look at what the cards have to say. I need you to tell me exactly what you want to ask the deck. First, the most important thing. What should I do with Earth? That's if I should do anything at all with it. Understood. Then, this is a bit embarrassing, but I happen to be in love with a mortal. That's totally cool. The thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. He's a smuggler in one of Earth's remaining colonies. He doesn't have an easy life. It breaks my heart, and I wish I could save him, but I'm afraid to show him my true nature. I'm sure he's noticed there's something special about me, but still. So that's another question. What should I do about my mortal lover? My advice is to not get attached to mortals. They wither too fast. But sure, let's check on what the cards have to say about him. Yes, please. I'd like to know how to handle Adana. Handle her? I'm sure he's going to be really upset when she finds out I want to quit. I don't want to be expelled or exiled. Is there any way to escape her wrath? That is a question. Since you know, it already is what it is, so it's like, let me make sure this is correctly size. Because, yes, it is kind of low-key bothering me. Anyways. I'm sure there's a way to escape her wrath. Don't fret. I am here to fix that. I wish I knew. And that's going to be a hard one. But this is a new deck. Maybe it will find a solution. I'm shuffling the cards now. Keep your questions in thought. Summer lovers. Tired of salt and melancholy. In need of finding a partner. A pain that can beget isolation. The mere display is what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. I mean, summer lovers gotta be in this love interest part, right? Right. No. Reveal your true nature to him. So, leave him be and cut all ties, or it'll be more painful for the both of you in the future? No. Sorry, that is just not in my thing. No, that's just not my thing. Reveal your true nature to him. He will understand and love you even more. Reveal your true nature to him. He will understand and love you even more. What? Really? So say the cards, and I've never seen them err. By the cosmos, this is incredible news. How should I go about it? Tell him over a romantic dinner? Should I surprise him with a colorful spell? In bed? Whatever lets you enjoy the moment the most. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Alright. We'll walk the road alone for everyone to see. The gunslinger is an avatar of resilience and exploration. The coyote seeks a rival, thrives on conflict. The asteroid foretells imminent tragedy. Let's not bring that to planet Earth. We can open up to Adana. She will be surprisingly understanding and work with you to find middle ground. Feed Adana some lies, and in time she'll give up and focus elsewhere. Stand up to Adana. Rebellion will bring you real happiness, no matter the cost. Adana won't ever be satisfied. You need to flee and find protection in another coven. I mean... to her? I mean... honestly, Adana is kind of... horrid, and she does not seem to be the type to be satisfied. Adana won't ever be satisfied. You need to run. Find protection in another coven, girl. Adana won't ever be satisfied. You need to flee and find protection in another coven. So that's it, huh? Yep. Not even a seer can find a future for me in this coven. Maybe you can come back if Adana ever leaves power? That could take eons. It's alright. I'd rather change covens than hurt any more mortals. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Oh, no. Thank you, Fortuna. You helped me make up my mind. I was utterly lost. But knowing this, I can take the reins of my life again. That's good. And what's for planet Earth? The lunar seeds. The moon temple is a gateway to illumination. Flower language is a shortcut for the deepest conversations. The old man is well versed in secret passions. The birds of prey carry this message throughout the cosmos. No. You need to find other ways to disrupt reality. War isn't the only way to mess with the established order. We already established that I won't have to comply with Adana's orders. So why read about exploiting planet Earth? Well, we already asked a question. We may as well check what the deck has to say. Maybe you'll need to harvest this specific intellect in the future. Knowledge is an asset. Okay. Here's my reading. You need to find other ways to disrupt reality. War isn't the only way to mess with the established order. Oh, I've never looked at it that way, but that's easier said than done. Do you want me to draw an extra card to look for ideas? Wow, your deck can do that? Of course! We can explore any concept we want. Card reading isn't just for divination. In fact, I feel the cards work at their best when you use them for reflection. How cool! Disruptive ideas. Transhumanism. Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The swordfish liquor runs with truth. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Form a pact with benign deities so they move to Earth and bless mortals' lives. Or grant special magical abilities to some mortals and turn them into saints, able to cast miracles on their people. Yeah, grant special magical abilities to some mortals and turn them into saints, able to cast miracles on their people. Whoa, that is wild! Earth's fate is going to have a hard time trying to fix that. The reality-altering intellect is going to overflow from the planet. I love it. If you're going to solve things as a witch, you should own it, Louise. This universe is big, but thought can be even bigger. My mentor always said that there are endless solutions to a problem. And it is us witches, more than anyone, who should entertain as many as possible. That is a valuable lesson indeed. I'll treasure it. Thank your mentor for me, of course. And thank you and your wonderful deck for the solution. Our pleasure. Phew. That was an intense session. Yeah, it is. This kind of thing is always gonna be very intense. I've had my fortune read before, but it's never felt like this. You sure are something else, Fortuna. I'm just happy to help. I'll let you know how everything plays out. That's if you're okay with me visiting again, of course. You're always welcome in my house, Louise. Any friend of Jasmine's is a friend of mine. Likewise. Well, I'm a bit drained after so much divination. See you soon. Of course. Well, may as well make another card, because we're gonna have to deal with another behemoth sooner or later. So, let's see what we can make. Let's try this. With the bartender, then let's try that. And now let's have him right here. You need to be like there. Something like that. Yeah. We can decorate this place like so. Yes. Yeah. Bless be. Finish it up. Screwdriver. Arcana are blessed by the power of the gem skull belt. The barkeep serves drinks and therapy. Witness to many kinds of love. The bartender can channel hidden feelings. The ever-flowing water from the jugs represents inner desire. Okay. Let's see if I can make another one. Forward flower. I was leaning like this. Yeah. Like, give it a little bit of life. A little bit of life around the mother here. Yeah, that looks good. Hi, Sebastian! Stand power with this one. Yeah, we are. How are you? Overflowing with hate and regret, the quicksand taints its visitors. The wolf mother dispatches discipline with fury, a figure of protection and support. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. Well, that's all we can do. Oh wait, we can delay grief. Happy days. But yes, Sebastian. Let me make sure that you have the tools you need. Oh look, Jasmine's back. And we may as well talk to her too. But yes, Sebastian. Ah, that's fair. Yeah, always good when nothing special happens. And I did discuss that yesterday. That I did. I mean, the past few days have been a little hectic, but like, I'm back now. I'll hopefully have a more steady schedule next week, because again, I was kind of gone for 5 days because of a very heavy family issue. But yeah, so Tuesday's no stream because again, work has called me in, because again, gone for 5 days, I have not made enough to get out of being on that grind. But yes, let me do that for you and see. Stream butt. There, yep. You can interact with chat now and have fun with that. Invite Jasmine over. Fortuna! Louise just came by before I left home to visit you. She's leaving for good. Why did you tell her to leave? I'm sure we could have sorted out things with Adana. Welcome, Jasmine. First of all, I didn't tell her to leave. It was the deck that suggested she go, to avoid a major tragedy. The situation with Adana wasn't going to end well. And I'm a living witness of how sour things can turn when dealing with our leader. And secondly, no matter how creative a solution Louise tried, the deck was certain Adana would make her life impossible. It was checkmate for our friend. She had to escape. I see. I can't believe Adana caused a precious member of our community so much distress that she was forced to leave. It is what it is. Our leader's ambition is out of place. Whoa, Jasmine talking the revolutionary talk. No, I shouldn't doubt Adana's judgment. She's the one able to speak with the gods after all. There must be a cosmic plan to all this. Some gods they are. Fortuna! Anyways, how was Louise? Where is she going? Did she manage to leave unnoticed? Yes, she doesn't have a project review for another couple months, so she just packed all her stuff discreetly. She didn't tell me where she plans to go, but she said she'll contact us when it feels safe. Also, Louise wanted me to thank you for your help. She seemed happy to break away from Adana in the end. She's sorry she couldn't come to say goodbye in person. She used all her time weaving something for you. It's a pith cloth. She told me she collected the energy from a family's weekend trip. Here. Motherhood pith cloth. Pith cloth weaved by Louise with intellect. She harvested from mothers and their children. A present for Fortuna. Thank you. Oh, it is beautiful. I humbly accept it. Louise is great, right? I'm going to miss her. Me too. Thank you so much for helping her, Fortuna. I guess that the coven doesn't mean anything if its witches aren't happy. Tell me about it. I'm sorry. We need to take you out for a stroll. Smell the flowers again. Pet a cat. Watch some children play in a river. I'd say that's the best medicine for your case. Just 800 years to go, huh? Fortuna. It's alright. I'm doing a lot better just from being able to talk to other witches. Look, I'm going to leave now, but I'm going to think long and hard about some ways to improve your life here. Thank you, Jasmine. Take care, and thanks again for helping Louise. Well, let's see if I mean, there's lore in the books too, and I kind of want to avoid grief for just a bit longer. Oh, it's a student fault. Essentially, Master Earth, tools, different kinds of wood. Most powerful stalemate inability to exercise your might. Oh, okay. Nope. Alright, we can't hold off grief for too much longer. We tried, but we can't. It is what it be. Anyways. Let's do it. Come on over, Grief. Let's do this. Oh, hello. Welcome. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia, fill me in on this situation, briefly. Not that it isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Yeah, it looks bad. Just saying. Let me say it out loud anyway, for the sake of therapy. I've got a behemoth fused with me. How's it feel? Oh, I never thought I'd get that question. The few who know assume it's just fucked up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel bad at all, actually. Oh? I mean, aesthetically it's terrible. That's true, that's fair. I mean, if you care about aesthetics, yeah, it's kinda bad. But, like, it's not the worst thing. But it doesn't hurt, and I can sort of communicate with the behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Wow. Glad to hear you're not suffering in any case. But it isn't worth it. I can imagine. Firstly, because summoning a behemoth could well get me executed. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing we have to kind of be concerned about. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Well, that's fair. I mean, again, you've been affected looks-wise. Looks like an important loss, yeah. So, do you think you can help me? If there's a way to cure you, my deck will find it, I guess. But I need to know more about you first. Mind if I ask some questions? Of course. Ask away. So... let's just avoid the whole behemoth thing for the time being. Tell me more about the witch architect thing. It's a made-up title, to be honest. I've never encountered another witch who defined herself as an architect, at least. A pioneer, then. I just like to build things. I was also an architect when I was a mortal. But being able to design and execute projects by yourself is way better than overseeing years of development. And all the bureaucracy. Ugh. I'm sure that I ascended out of pure stress. Plus, using magic to avoid having to deal with the laws of physics sure is a perk. I mean, I can imagine that, yeah. Sounds like a pain building things on Earth. You bet. I was one of those people who preferred playing Minecraft in creative mode. That's absolutely fair. I mean, I'm not a Minecraft person, but, like, the creative aspect of it I can respect. Minecraft? Ah, that may have come after your time. You come from Earth too, right? When did you ascend? 1968. Whoa. I was born in the year 2000 and ascended in 2032. Were you a hippie? Not really, but I met a lot of them. I owned a food truck and visit a lot of events. I had a side business reading tarot too. That sounds really cool. Glad to know you're not one of those medieval witches. I can't stand them. Yeah, they're so uptight. Now another question. What do you like to do in your free time? Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? It's not an interrogation, it's an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna, all witches are interesting. And you're the only fortune teller in our coven. Dahlia speaks highly of you too. I'm dying to know more. To be honest, I feel awestruck just by the way you look at me. I can tell you aren't cut from the same cloth as the rest of us. You are special. I've never said this to anyone. I feel ridiculous, but I just need to express it. Thanks? What do you want to know anyway? What do you wish want to know anyways. What is it that drives you? Freedom. But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately, what makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? Well, I mean, this is temporary. Curiosity, well, yes, it drives me, but, like, that's also kind of a temporary thing. I like achieving things, like, honestly. Positive achievements. And, like, a curiosity of all that, too, is always very good. Achievements. Oh, so that's where your intensity comes from. Interesting. I feel like you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful being. It's alright, bring it on. Thank you so much for indulging me. I am truly enjoying this, though. Glad you're having a good time. My turn now? Sure. Ask away. What do you like to do in your free time? I spend most of my time on my project. But on the rare occasion when I'm burned out, I like to read. I read essays and arcane texts. Mostly philosophy, so I guess I don't ever really rest. Well, I do enjoy taking extremely long baths. Even then, I can't stop thinking. I'm cursed by my never-ending quest for illumination. Have you met Jasmine? I haven't. Although Dahlia speaks about her often. Why? She may have something to help you get your mind off things. Jasmine's specialty is tea-craft. She helped me through many difficult times. Cool. Witch drugs. More or less. But without the drawbacks of the substances produced by mortals. Correct. Hold on. There. Yeah. That's better. I'll try anything. Hook me up. I'll let her know. So, Fortuna, tell me. What are your thoughts on relationships? You're asking me if I'm single? No, silly. But are you? Yes. Cool. What I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? Some people can't live without them, some don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on that. What are your thoughts on relationships? I mean, romantically, like, they're cool, but honestly kind of overrated. But, like, I kind of get that overall, like, friendships, family, and friends, like, it doesn't even have to be romantic. Honestly, those kinds of relationships are desirable and enjoyable. It's just the romantic ones that are obviously, you know, they're nice when you have it, but honestly, it's kind of overrated. If you get me, like, again, it's more family, friends above all. So it's like, like, again, romantically, cool, but overrated. Cool, but overrated. Yeah, I agree. Actively looking for one can be pretty futile and frustrating. Better to leave that in the hands of the cosmic wheel. Yep. Okay, your turn again. Ask away. So, what are your thoughts on Adana? Ooh, time to talk about the boss? I guess neither of us have a lot of sympathy for her, right? I'm not super happy with being sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation, too. No. Isolation, no. Not my thing, no. No. And you? I summoned a behemoth. I think that speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. Fair. I don't mind her. I didn't mind her before, though. She's always let me focus on my project. But now that I know she'll have me executed if she discovers what I did, I have to either get rid of this behemoth or Adana. Whoa, heavy words. What? I'm not keen on being erased. At least not before I finish my quest for knowledge. Well, yeah, I get that, but like... I understand, I get it. Not at all. And you're not the only one who's fed up with our leader's policies? And you're not the only one who's fed up with our leader's policies. Yeah, I get that. Adana is full of herself if she thinks we can handle this many discontented witches. Look, I understand we need some rules to ensure the stability of the coven, but I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Hello, Sprockets! VS Cogs. Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. Under no circumstances should a witch ever be sentenced to death or exile. That is fair. If someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. Agreed? Agreed. We're supposed to be a family, not the army. I couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of prosecute. I hear ya. Do you value personal over collective well-being? Whoa, what a thing to spurt out of blue! What is more important to yourself? What is more important, yourself or the community? Yourself or the universe? And I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be? The individual or the group? Ooh. Well, honestly, might be a little selfish. Because that's just how I am. Have always been. But like, the priority, well, it's very important to focus on oneself. I will never deny. Always look out for yourself. And always think about what's good for you while you're alive. Always. Because you only have one life. And you should cherish that. Cherish that. But the priority in the long run should be for everyone. Even if that makes you miserable. Ooh. Now that's an interesting one. Because the thing about that is, right? Thing about that, like, it shouldn't be at the cost of making yourself miserable. But the thing is, I don't only care for the world if I only get to be happy, right? I do actually kind of want a balance of that. Like, I can't be happy if my actions hurt other people. But the collective well-being should not come before any one person while they are alive. So I guess the best one for me is the middle option. I can't truly be happy if my actions hurt other people. It takes a special kind of selfishness to be happy at the expense of others, right? There isn't much of a dilemma if you put it that way. I say this as a general rule. On a case-by-case basis, though, there are times when you have to look out for yourself and your loved ones. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Nothing is ever that easy. Just wanted to probe your thoughts on the matter. Satisfied? Yes, thank you. Your turn. Ask away. So, let's just get down to the big nitty-gritty of it all. You know, why did you summon the behemoth? Because that's important. Yeah, why summon the behemoth? This isn't an easy topic for me to discuss. I can imagine. I can imagine. So... not because of the behemoth. That part is pretty straightforward. I can imagine, yes. I mean, I don't know how else I could say it. Because... look at you, girl. Just look at you. Right? Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, you are literally fused with your thing. So it's like... not because of the beam? Yeah. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of the quarry. Ah. Okay, so you wanted to build a skull. And so, what of it? Like... the harder the material, the more powerful the altar. Okay, yeah. Okay. So... you wanted to build a very powerful altar, and those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. I tried every method I know, and when I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That's the sensitive issue. Well, you're gonna have to tell me now, since you got yourself into this. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question. I mean, I wouldn't say it's unanswerable, it's just... or a question that hasn't been answered yet, if I want to pull this optimistically. The meaning of life. Ah. Well, I mean, I personally think that answer is different for everyone, since... I mean, not everyone has the same goals or desires or, you know. Not every person's the same, so their meaning of life won't be the same. So there should be, like, multiple meanings for the meaning of life. I feel silly saying it out loud. Why? Everyone thinks about it now and again. Yeah, everyone thinks about it now and then. Yeah, but I'm, like, obsessed with it. Okay. I can't ignore the question. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. Yeah. The book where everything is written. Okay, yeah. What of it? Is there someone writing us? Is this just a simulation? Does the universe actually exist? Or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I am not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we have a purpose? Okay, I get you. Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Why isn't everyone else obsessed with these same questions? Grief. I'm sorry. I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being by myself because I keep returning to these ideas again and again. I've built countless thought shrines looking for answers. And as I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. I haven't slept in the last century. Oh boy. That's not healthy. Not healthy for anyone. Girl. That's why I summoned the behemoth. Okay. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch, for fuck's sake. If not us, who's supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Maybe we're not supposed to. Why did I ascend? Why couldn't I stay an oblivious Boston architect? You know, the cards aren't only made for predicting things. They're also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you out on your quest. Really? Yeah. Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find channeling the power of your shrines through my deck. That makes my heart race. Yes, please. Let's dissect the cosmos together. Yes. What's your predicament, though? I'm exiled, forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. I promise I'll help you be free in any way I can. Partners? Partners! How exciting. Everyone always dismisses my project as futile. Thank you so much, Fortuna. I feel like I'm ready to get my fortune read. Yes, me too. Shall we? Imagine that the main topic here is how to deal with that behemoth of yours. Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life in the cosmos, but maybe not. But I'm sure it'll be able to point you in the right direction. Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible, and your deck is one I haven't tried yet. Keep those questions in mind while I shuffle my deck. Okay. Sabotage, adversity, guardian, ego, judgment, test, support, and success. behemoth. No. Conquer them. The behemoth is feeding on your fear. Stop being afraid. It's your turn to intimidate them. Easier said than done, but I like the idea of turning myself into this scary one. If the deck suggests it, it's because it's possible. And you certainly have a great deal of presence. You think so? Come on, look at yourself. The question is how to intimidate a behemoth. They might seem all otherworldly, but they're fools the same as us. How do you know that? Ah, clairvoyance. Okay. Now the quest. Transhumanism. Perfect. Nope. The meaning of life lies within the minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. The meaning of life lies within the minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. Ah, I don't have the patience for that. I find most interactions to be pointless. Thank you. I don't mean you, silly. I'm enjoying this. I get easily bored of company for the sake of company. I need stimulus in my life. Interesting, important conversations. But maybe that's the point I'm missing. Wasting time playing around? I guess ideas need to be pollinated. A lonely mind can run out of ideas, become sterile. Exposure to other lifestyles and philosophies can change my frame of mind. It makes a lot of sense. You've helped me a great deal, Fortuna. Thank you. My pleasure. Do you want to look into anything else? No, thank you. You've given me some ideas about how to rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side too. Cool, let's meet again to teach this bastard a lesson. Looking forward to it. See you soon. Bye. Hey, Abramar. Looks like behemoths are in. Yeah, they're all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. Think I can help if you're interested. I'm all ears. We, the behemoth, know each other's names. If you knew the name of the behemoth possessing Greth, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. I know we're partners in crime, but I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Oh? What do you mean by that? Am I not paying you enough already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. Alright, what do you want? Don't fret. I just want a bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire to betray my fellow behemoth. Plus 2 of air to release their name to you witches. You don't need to answer right now. Save up. Decide if you're interested or not. And when the time comes to try and free Greeth, you just let that energy flow to me, and I'll whisper the behemoth's name into your ear. I see. It's not too high of a cost, right? Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time? Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again. I am on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Will do. More studying. Fire element, yeah. Gonna see if I can find something on... Whispers of Arcana. Most magical studies base themselves rules up defined by 4 elements, even if I do not position myself as a detractor for such forces. I believe understanding runs the risk of being obsolete. Shall we adhere to them exclusively? It is for this reason I present you a thesis on Arcana. Even if some points overlap with the theory of the form elements, I believe the Arcana to be an independent immortal. Anything else? Quest. Uh-huh. Come on. Let's see. Fine, fine. We'll talk to you again, Abrabar. Nothing here, huh? Secret cut. There's always been a legend among butchers on the island of Terra Nova about the secret cut hidden inside the cows. Inside cows with crimson fur. Cows with crimson fur are already a rarity, but finding this piece of meat is even rarer and requires a high level of skill to extract it undamaged. As the myth goes, whoever eats this delicacy will be blessed with unwavering health and good fortune. Not once in your 70 years as a butcher have you ever once come across a crimson cow until today. A farmer friend of yours brought it before dawn, a very young calf, just a few weeks old. He doesn't want to have anything to do with crimson cows since he believes they bring bad fortune. You're not sure if he's unaware of the legend or if he's had really bad experiences with them. In any case, there she is, her fur bright as bonfire, even in the dim light of your workshop. Spare her life. For the life of you, this animal is too unique to be turned into meat. You spare her life, and adopt her as your life commanding. You name her Rhapsody. She brings you health and happiness by means of company, not sustenance. She is gentle, loving, and patient. She listens to all your tales and reacts with a moo in just the right places. 4 years go by, Rhapsody grows big and soft. You prepared a bucket of her favorite herbs to celebrate her 4th birthday. As you're singing happy birthday to her, an expensive black car drives slowly into your yard. The chauffeur gets out and opens the door to an odd woman emblazoned with a fancy red coat. She joins the singing with a smile. "Good day to you, dear butcher," she says upon finishing the song. Rhapsody dives into her birthday treat. "I'm happy to find this specimen in good health. I'd like to purchase your cow." The chauffeur opens a briefcase in front of you. $1 million if you get the secret cut out of her for me. Refuse. You refuse, Rhapsody. It's just too precious. The woman twists her nose. "I'm willing to go up to $5 million if you get the meat for me, please." "No. Rhapsody is not for sale." The woman senses your unbreakable determination and decides to give up. They pack up graciously and leave forever. You live until you're 100 years old, not finding yourself bedridden a single time. You and Rhapsody die together, peacefully, cuddled in her stable. You tell her goodbye as she moves just at the right time. Tickles. Back and forth, this wooden husk I take my naps in, wandered adrift in an endless, merciless sea. Swayed by faith, we both aspire to meet a destination. For that we survived storms, dodged leviathans, and ignored decline, hunger, and thirst. Inspiration burned our souls, making us survive by and for desire. But the infinite happiness of meeting a goal doesn't last long. Now here I lays, longing for a reawakening. I think the messenger is back, but maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me again. This little friend is a dissonant note in the everyday routine of doing nothing, barely feeling and being bored to death. Once, it even tickled. In truth, it's been days since I could move my limbs, since I started feeling so exhausted. But I can lie under the sun and wait for a less blinding starry night, stirred by somehow noticing another living being close. The little bird lights me up inside. I give this friend the title of Hope Bringer, in anticipation of a well-earned rest shorewards, on more quiet grounds. The wet valley tricked me into believing I'm a mariner, one that has seen better days. However, any recollection of my past keeps fading fast. I'm lucky I can still listen. The sea teaches you to let things flow. The tide goes up and down, but every drop has to go ashore at some point to kiss the dry land. My boat did it recently, so say the new whispers of the waves, and the storm and the wood finally cracking and stumbling upon a sandbank. A kiss? A bit too passionate for my taste. I wonder if I have ever kissed someone. I like kissing gently. Look at all this drama. My old self still tries to spur their memories. I'm adrift but happy to have missed the whole intensity of the wreckage. The numbness in my limbs keeps the pain at bay, but they can still tickle. Isn't touch nice? Feeling another fellow, even scarcely. Like those little claws grazing softly all over me. If only I could touch its feathers to return such a beautiful gift. If only a friend could still be within my grasp. Please tell me, little bird, should I endure? Should I give up? I'm graced. There are so many things I still yearn for. To feel alive. I only need to let go of the tissues and tendons that bind me. Unstick myself from these bones. Look at me, little bird. I cheat the laws of gravity. Hush, hush, stupid turnstone bird. Isn't there enough fish in the sea that you needn't eat meat from a corpse? Oh my god, that's a woman talking. Look at all this mess. She doesn't seem to notice me. Should I start a conversation? It would be very rude otherwise. Excuse me, miss. My voice crawls out of my throat, as broken as what's left of me. These deadened senses won't allow me to properly introduce myself. But why do I suddenly sound so eerie? Ah! A talking ghost! Oh no, I made this poor woman jump in fright. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Whoa. Is she trying to hit me with her stick? Please put your cane away. Be careful of who you startle to death, Spooky. What a witch I am. Since when can a simple shadow catch me off guard? Listen, ghost, I put a hex on my crone's heart. If it jumps straight out of this chest, our arteries will have your sobs strangled in eternal pain. Anyway, she keeps waving that staff. She truly wants to kill me. Please, stop. Don't hurt me. I beg you. We are trouble, you know, old hags. Why is this person threatening me? What did I do to her? I mean meant you no harm, I swear. Who's terrified now, ghost? Not this old crow. It's been a while since my last exorcism, but at least I haven't lost my touch. I was merciless when I was young, feared on both sides of existence, not for power, not for greed, not by choice. The world and the underworld both hate magic. Nonetheless, I cared and committed to educate losers who wouldn't let me live my life on my own terms. Far and wide, ignorance makes one arrogant. Daring, cruel, a goddamn cretin. I was enduring, then I became hell. What reason was there to let their bitter fear erase who I am? Call me a hoodlum, I made them all. I'm so scared of myself. Are you, imp? Serves you right? Are you, imp? Serves you right. Please. I need help. I don't know what's happening to me. Why do I speak this weirdly? Wait, don't tell me. You called me a ghost. Am I truly? Shit. Oh gods, oh gods! Indeed, it looked way too shaken for a creature from the afterlife. The poor fellow may have just died. It doesn't happen very often, but the phantom amnesia can turn the coldest assassin into a pure, gentle mind. Unaware of any harm they may have done, of any pain they may have suffered, of any mistake to feel remorse over. Ghosts become too sensitive for this world. Hey, don't cry. Please don't cry. I was a bit of a bully. I got scared and I overreacted. You're so translucent I could barely see you. Not all of us are the considerate type. Old people don't give a shit. We forget to be nice. There's something more pathetic than a necromancer losing her shit. A necromancer feeling embarrassed. For that, I'm sorry. No, it's my fault. I can't see very well either. Everything feels so confusing. If I offend you, I apologize. Far be it from me to hurt anyone. A skiff with a rotten passenger that happens to be well-mannered and gentle. It's all cool, don't worry. Unbinding this poor soul is going to be more difficult than I thought. Your kind, my kind, she just said. See the world just like we see you, blurrily. That's why you get lost so often. I must be levitating over my corpse. Do I reek? I'm sure I do. I can't even smell the sea. This is so embarrassing. Is it normal for the departed to feel benumbed? Fate always takes its toll on our senses, little ghost. Look at me, 1 foot in the grave, and yet my brain furiously believes I'm still in my 20s. How can I compare myself? This poor soul is dead. Stinky, rotten, beyond repair. Trying to grasp a little glimpse of existence for a reason to finish something. To claim our desire. Perhaps to still be worthy of being loved. Actually, I can't remember how old I was when. Age is irrelevant, Spooky. There's only one way to die a peaceful death, and that is to choose it yourself. For the rest of us, there's always something. A dream, a promise, something to make amends for. Witches or ghosts, we're all graced. Whether it's for little pleasure or trials to overcome. The living and the dead treasure every second of consciousness. How could you not be a form of life? But a fool, an old hag trying to cheer up a specter by getting depressed herself? Would you mind if I smoke? Oh no, not at all. I couldn't help thinking about my body smelling. Aren't you an anxious one? What a dumb thing to worry about. Ooh. She's so kind, pretty cool too. Smoking fancily right beside me like the heroine of the story. I could blush. Tell me something about you, little ghost. Your voice comes along with a strange echo that tickles in my ears and reverberates a somewhat sweet melancholy. It feels akin to my own sadness. Wow, now I'm blushing. Oh, thanks. Wait, why am I taking this as a compliment? I thought my voice sounded truly awkward. I think it's beautiful. Even if she's only trying to be kind, I feel so relieved. How long has it been since someone was nice to me? A sadness akin, a final memory to treasure. There's not so much I can tell. I've been conscious. All this time, but also forgetful. I made it here thanks to a little friend. But now that I have acknowledged myself, I feel I have lost my bird forever. Damn, I'm such a stupid woman. I sent your bird away because it was eating from you. I'm sorry. No problem. My flesh is not very healthy. Was that supposed to make me feel better, Spooky? Can I ask you something? Sure, whatever you want. Are you here to vanish me? Oof. The first rule of this job was never sympathize with ghosts. Don't worry, I'm not in a position to rebel. I'm stranded in a dead sea, which is impossible to sink in, but it's also terrifying to put a foot forward. Wasn't that poetic? I have a soft spot for artists. I'm a sea witch. It's my job to take care of the ones like you. I must pull out the ribs, protecting your heart to make a broth in salt water. I must bless the branch of a willow to whack your boat with. I must bury you under the tree so its roots tie your spirit forever. I understand. I can only be a burden for those who would be sharing this fainting death with. No, you understand nothing, Spooky. I'm discarded myself, forsaken by people I loved who willingly traded me for busy lives. And for feeling invulnerable. I have at least 5 years left. I'm in a position to rebel. If I had breath, she'd taken it away. I wish ghosts couldn't cry. It feels so embarrassing. Hey, again? There's no need to be this dramatic. I don't want to. I'm graced. I'm sorry. I don't want to be sad. She offers me her hand. But I'm still stuck in an abyss of blurry lines and fading spots. Your face is but a painful silhouette I wish I could recognize. I can't stop trembling. Fair enough. I meant to be altruistic, but I was doing it for myself to ease my own compassion. Don't worry, dear. To live is to have a choice. I'm dead. Dead. How can I truly choose? Can I truly choose to cease to exist? Her hand feels so warm. You are alive to me, and I can totally walk you peacefully to oblivion. Sleep. Just rest. Inner guidance. You dream you are the owner of a tiki bar. You design a cocktail by mixing absinthe and boiled mackerel spines. It's so good that a line of 100 people forms outside your business. Anyone who drinks it feels the urge to write poetry. Nice. Get up. Huh. Titan Quarry. Let's do this. And then we do this. Yeah. Yeah. Do-do. Yeah, that looks good. Finish that up. Boom. Golden Resonance. Titans of the core, reinforce the icon with their ore. Golden vase, holding fresh flowers, will bring happiness. Golden vessels left empty, it will summon cosmic fate. Sound of a trumpet garners people's attention. Well, finally we have something. Let's go. Anyways. Hello. Hi, Fortuna. How'd it go with Greeth? I came up with some ideas on my own on how to help her, but I could use your input. Let me know when I can visit. Come on over, darling. Hey, Fort. Hey. Hey, Dahlia. I know it's been 2 centuries, but I still don't like any abbreviations to my name. Oh, shoot. Shoot, I thought forts would work. We've been through this too many times. I don't like Fort, I don't like 40, and I especially don't like Tuna. But Tuna is so cute! Not funny! Okay. So, you find a way to help Greeth? Right! I've been researching some exorcism methods, and I found some censor texts. They don't mention behemoths explicitly, but they might be the perfect solution for this case. There is a way to quite literally sever extra-dimensional beings from a wish. Oh yeah? How? With an enchanted blade! I'm going to forge a demon bone dagger to cut that bastard down. That sounds dangerous? Also, hold on, I need a... Okay. Returned. There. Sometimes you need to reconfig. Anyways, that sounds dangerous. Very dangerous. You know? I know my way around knives. Trust me. Okay. You're right. I get you. I'm just saying. And you mentioned you need my help with this? That's correct. For the ritual to be most effective, I need to imbue the dagger with an essence kindred to Greeth. And I was wondering, since you put her through your wonderful deck, maybe you could point me to the proper energy? But wouldn't you know best? You've known Greeth way longer than I have. I know, but I can't wrap my head around her. She's so self-absorbed, always focused on her projects. I realized I can't really tell. You don't need to disclose any sensitive information to me, but I've experienced firsthand how incisive your divination can be. You did read the cards for her, right? Yes. Perfect. Your guess should be better than mine, then. What energy should I imbue the dagger with? Dagger with... Well, I mean, she's a philosophical type. Philosophy. Ooh, that sounds right. I'm way too simple to come up with such an essence. I'm more about fear and strength and joy. I wouldn't have even considered philosophy to be a type of essence to begin with. Alright. Alright. I'll smith the most impressive dagger. Just you wait, Grief. Well, goodbye, Dahlia. Madonna. Desire. Protection. Protection. No. Oh, welcome, my child. From now on, you will be the daughter of another flesh, the sister of another blood. Are you ready for the initiation rite? I have no choice. You carry within you the primordial force that secretly rules this world, but such a power needs to be tamed. Power requires sacrifice, just as the world needs balance. The woman approached her, her skin wrinkled like the ridges of a freshly plowed field. The force rests in the space between pairs of opposites. We must relinquish one of our senses to focus that force. Sight and hearing govern the rationality of people. Smell and taste derive their emotions. The girl struggled to understand. What about touch? That's the only sense we cannot renounce. We are the hand that subtly rules the becoming. It is the tool for channeling our magic. The girl scrutinized the woman's face, wondering what her choice would have been and what kind of magic she would flaunt. She thought it would be easier to live without some senses than others. Surely there was a catch. Do not be afraid. Look inside yourself, and you will know the right choice, said the woman. Should I do without the exquisite taste of the succulent fruits of earth? Should I do? Fragrances. Music. Do without the reliable witness of my eyes. I mean, eyesight. I have chosen to forego the sense of sight, the stronghold between creatures and ground. Your renunciation will also be your force, because only from humility and attachment can you exercise your power. From now on, you will be able to bring strength to those who are faltering. Time to rest, I guess. You meet with your long-lost father. at the highest room of a lighthouse. He is wearing a golden mask. He gives you a small ebony key and tells you to insert it into the keyhole on its mask. You do so and discover your father has no face, but a tiny waterfall that floods the entire room. Get up. Really? Really? Nothing at all? Okay. Don't have a lot. Yeah, not enough energy to craft anything. Last one standing. When your people started dying, they did it without a whimper, vanishing like fruits plucked by invisible hands. As the head leader, you led a squad of your best men into the jungle. You returned alone, an entire squadron of warriors gone while your back was turned. Must be a giant snake swallowing them whole, said the village chief, for the predator left no traces, no sounds, and not even the bones of its victims. When your people started disappearing from their own huts, they stopped believing in animals and start believing in monsters. Some prayed, others tried to leave the island, only to be killed by the waves. You sharpened your spear and kept your eyes peeled. You are the only human being still alive on this island, but you are not alone. You can feel its gaze on your skin while you sleep. You saw the monster itself a couple times as you scoured the island. A flick of a tail, a glint of eyes in the woods. And now you have finally found it, a big coil of ink and smoke resting on a flat rock in the middle of a meadow. You are the lead hunter, but you've never killed a beast like this. A snake, yes, but one made of dark waters and whispers of faded dreams. I am so sorry I was so hungry, the monster laments, voice as soft as the night. I ate and realized too late that there is no food left except for you. The shock of hearing it speaks makes your hand shake. If I kill you, I'll starve. If you kill me, you will remain alone, without even revenge to keep you company. The monster regards you with its many eyes. Let me eat one of your fingers so our doomed chase may continue for a while. You lift your spear and throw it at the creature, aiming for its head. It recoils with a hiss. Your spear struck in its one eye. A blink later, it's gone. Your spear is on the ground, wet with blood that looks and tastes like ink. The next day, you resume the chase. A knife hanging on your belt, your gaze set on the tallest peak of the island. You spend most of your morning climbing higher and higher, looking for a cave where a night creature could sleep. Your foot slips, and an instant later, you're upside down. There's blood in your mouth and pain in your head. You fell into a chasm. Something broke. It broke something during the fall. A chuckle. You twist your body, straining your neck to peek at the monster looking at you from the ridge of the cliff. It looks different than before. More swollen and yet less solid. Stretched thin. I am too weak to help you. A mournful laugh. It doesn't even feel fair to eat you like this. The creature slides down, but instead of opening its maw, it spreads its coils, enveloping you in a kind, cool embrace. You fall asleep and dream of stars. You never wake up. Ah. Penelope. Lover left you on a bright summer day, kissing you on the cheek. Your lover left you on a bright summer's day, kissing you on the cheek before sailing away. An evil to vanquish, no time for love. But to you, the hero said, please wait for me, my dove. And waiting you did, respecting your fate. A ring, a promise, a marriage to await. Heroic deeds detailed in letters piling at your doorway, coming from lands and more far away. Castles conquered, demons defeated, yet the quest never seemed to be completed. A certain tiredness emanated from the writing. Work, well done, meaningful, yet hardly inviting. Your ring was starting to lose its shine, love receding like your thinning hairline. But the waiting to you was fine. With time, the letters were growing more desperate. Love, I truly hope I'm not too late. Would he even recognize the love you were holding? The knowledge that life is not only about longing? Next winter, he was sure. He was coming home at last. 37 years, gone too fast. If the future you waited for looked so bright, why did you keep waking in the middle of the night? You had to go with your gut. Man. If you're anxious, just go with it. You fled from your future, reason unknown, the beating of your chest having a will of its own. You became an adventurer, did this and that, sent him a letter, told him to wait for you to get back. Fine. We'll make another card. Hold on. Let's go for this. And this. And this. Oh, no. Jade Monk. Dear Folk. Gate Road Keepers. And then you put this there. Hey, Sir Kingpin Monroe, how are you? Right now I'm in the middle of editing a thing. Let's shrink this down just a bit. And this too, it needs to be kind of proportional. Do I want the deer legs? Yes, I do. Kind of want it like that, so I'll have to move him up. Yes, sir. And then we want... That's good to hear, that's good to hear. Then you put that right over flip, move it down, couple, like so. Actually, I should move it over. Yeah, that looks better. That's looking good. Move it down. Move it down. Move it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'm basically making monstrosities beyond belief right now. But it's all good. Yeah, this is good. Finish it. Dear Folk Monk. Whispers from the undone jade. Witches imbue this card with emotion. Outstanding at keeping it to peace. Symbol of tirelessness. Indefatigable support. Little jade statue watches over the quarant. Okay. Here we go. But yeah, Sir Campaign. To explain why I didn't stream basically last week. Heavy family issues arise, and I had to deal with that first, but hopefully next week I'll be back on a semi-regular schedule again. Because, again, being gone for 5 weeks and not being able to support myself quite yet on just art and YouTube and all that alone. Yeah. Work has called me in to do that. Anyways. Dear Fortuna, Dahlia's given me a magic dagger to perform an exorcism. Have you found anything else? Is it alright if I come over that we can try the ritual together? Not yet. Well, it's not like we can do much right now, so... Oop. Hey, how are you feeling? Corrupted? The behemoth is beginning to taint my thoughts, and I don't like how powerful it feels. You still want to see this through, or... Of course I want to. I'm way too proud to let this extra-dimensional asshole take all the credit. I feel you. Okay, what did you find? Let us use everything in our arsenal. The ritual will mainly revolve around Dahlia's demon bone dagger. It truly is a work of art. Here, look. Beautiful. How could Dahlia be so talented? She told me you helped her create it? I just shared some insight with her. What about? She wanted to know what kind of essence to use to enchant the dagger. To craft a blade that has the highest affinity with you. Oh, cool. So that's why she called this the Philosopher's Edge. I guess I am more of a philosopher than an architect in the end, huh? You build thought shrines to literally lock yourself up inside and think. That's true. It's so obvious when you look at it from the outside. Maybe I should stop calling myself an architect witch, huh? You literally build thought shrines to lock yourself up inside to think. True, true. So first of all, do you mind if I summon a Fate Mancer's Disc to check our chances of success? Of course. But what's a Fate Mancer's Disc? Of course. It was invented about 80 years ago by Junresha, the mathematician witch. So you wouldn't know about it. It's a special sigil that reads fate strands. When you find yourself before a critical and identifiable turning point in your life, you can bind your soul to the disc so it reads the probability of whatever you want to happen. Well, I like it. Sounds like a great companion to my deck. In short, we can read how effective whatever actions we perform in the ritual will be. Knowing the percentage may not change anything, though, just for peace of mind. On the contrary, it sounds really useful. As per the third principle of divination, just the act of observing your chances affects your chances. I didn't consider it that way. I hope it affects them for the best, eh? Anyway, here's the disc. Oh, my chances aren't as good as I hoped. It's no small thing exercising a behemoth. But we haven't taken everything into account yet. Let's turn fate in our favor. You're right, I must be strong. Okay then. Can you run me through the specifics of the ritual? It's more straightforward than I thought it would be. Most of the heavy work has already been done by Dahlia, crafting this magnificent dagger. You need to insert the blade into my chest. Me? You need to try and leave one side of the blade facing my flesh, and the other facing the behemoth. I've never stabbed anyone in my life. It's not so much stabbing as precision cooking. You do cook, right? Yeah, I know my way around kitchen knives, but this? I can't do it myself, Fortuna. I believe in you. Why don't we call Dahlia and have her cut you? No. I want you to do it. I feel a special connection with you. Look, the percentage on the disc just went up from me explaining this to you. We're on the right path. Dahlia told me that the ritual will be more effective the stronger our bond is. I pretty much opened about myself to you in a way I haven't for ages, so I believe a shortcut to make our bond more powerful would be if you told me something intimate about yourself. The less people know about it, the better. Okay, tell me something secret about yourself. I mean, this is the only thing that... And I mean, she's already fused with one, so it's like... I summoned a behemoth too. Shut up. You're putting your life in my hands, so I guess it's only fair I do the same. Evermore, come here. Holy cosmos. How is this possible? No one knows about this, not even my closest friends. Why do you have a behemoth? I don't have him, we're partners. We're only talking today because I summoned him. I couldn't endure my exile anymore. So I called upon him and we're working together to regain my freedom. Abramar's the one who taught me how to channel Arcana to build my own deck. I owe him my life. That is, for lack of a better word, so cool. Fuck, it feels good to say it out loud to another person. Thank you for understanding. Are you kidding? I'm like the ideal audience for this kind of revelation. Jokes aside, thank you for trusting me. I feel really fortunate. And this goes without saying, but you can rely on me. Now we're sisters in the forbidden. The best kind of sisterhood there is. Evermar, you can leave us now. Understood. Time to put me under the knife. I'm not so ready yet! You will never be more ready than now, and I'm ready to accept any consequences. Just let me meditate for a couple minutes just to gather my focus, okay? 2 whole minutes? I have? Sure. Thank you. Moment of truth. Yes, I'm ready. Need to collect myself. Don't say it like that, please. Differs greatly. Insert the dagger. Are you ready? This is gonna... So, how do I look? We did it. Yeah, I know. You're the best. Thank you so much. I was so nervous. My heart was about to explode. Where's the behemoth? They escaped. While you were pushing the dagger inside me, we had a very intense discussion. It felt like it lasted eons. Finally, they got scared of me. Like you were fueling me with some energy larger than this universe. Felt so empowering. You're amazing. I'm so happy for you. What now? I'm going to make a round to share the good news. Especially with Dahlia. I owe her my life too. Yeah, she deserves more credit than anyone. I promise I'll visit you again soon. I didn't only regain my freedom here. I also gained you. I'm happy I met you too. Okay, take care. See you soon. Goodbye! Hi. What a busy life all of a sudden, eh? You can say that again, Abramar. How are you feeling? I mean, I miss being able to leave the house, but like, how did they manage without me all this time? Looks like the best witch is back in the game. Stop sucking up to me. What do you want? Hey, I'm genuinely happy for you. I enjoy watching my protege thriving. So, what are your plans now? My biggest concern is still Adana. Sooner or later, she's going to find out about my new deck. If I want to be free, I'll need to deal with her at some point. Well, the cosmic wheel is already in motion. Look how quickly you've reconnected to the coven. Just stay alert and seize any opportunity the universe throws at us. How do you do it? Manipulate fate. You tell me, we're not so different. Not really, I mean, I get to read into possible futures. But escaping from Adana's sentence was an impossibility until I summoned you. Are you sure? It was by my will that I appeared. You're the one making the jigsaw fall into place. Fair? Are you suggesting that I'm the one who created you? What? Okay. Well, now it's being weird. Please, witch. I was just trying to encourage you. Hold on. Let me try something. sleepy days. I was just trying to encourage you. You owe me a lot, and you're paying a high price for all this. Don't forget it. Yes, yes. I know. But you summoned me. That speaks volumes about the power of your will. Have more faith in yourself. Okay, no need to mock me. Look, a falcon has arrived. Oh, could it be from Thea? We don't even have enough to create a card. Get back up there. What is this, Thea? What? Ah, Fortuna. What is it? What happened? It's about your leader. What about Adana? Adana's dead. Oh. Oh. Well. Chapter 4. Succession. We are reunited here today to say goodbye to our good friend Patrice. She lived intensely and died on her own terms. We are returning her body to the earth, just as she wished. Naked and covered in flowers, my body to the soil, my soil to the sister, to my sister to the stars. You lived in beauty and depart in beauty. Now some words from her eldest son. I'm not good with speeches, so excuse my brevity. I will always be in awe of all the life my mother brought into this world. I'm not only talking about her numerous children and grandchildren. Fair? Why is it doing this? Yeah. That's weird. I'm talking about her words, her ideas, her wisdom. I don't know if any of us will ever achieve the clarity my mother had. With her gone, we've lost the brightest light in the future. I wish any of our dads were decent enough to be half the person our mother was. I wish any of them were brave enough to have stayed by her side. Today, I didn't only lose my one true parent, but also my idol. Adios, Mama. Te quiero. Thank you, Pedro. Now, Mr. Stanton, you wanted to say something too? That's right, thank you. I feel lucky that you're all letting me be part of this moment. I wanted to share with you how much of an inspiration her family was to her. She always spoke of you so dearly. She loved you more than anything. Patrice would strike you as a cynical person at first. She always had that I'm too smart to be wasting my time with you vibe. But she was ultimately driven by love. Love of life, and the love of human experience. I've been extremely fortunate to have been her editor for the past 20 years. And I know for a fact she has been a mother not only to you, but to hundreds of thousands of readers around the globe. Her unique perspective on pleasure and joy has been an inspiration for many women from many cultures. She's leaving a bleeding wound inside many hearts, but also a legacy. The world is stronger and healthier thanks to her. And that feeling, that energy will never die. Thank you, Patrice. Oof. This is... hitting harder than it probably would normally. Considering heavy family situation. Ugh. Now to proceed with the last rites, Wait, I want to speak too. Of course, go ahead. Grandma, you aren't really gone, are you? That body covered in flowers, you just had to leave that old husk behind, right? We had so many plans, so many ideas. I can't accept that you let a stupid cancer take away what we were building together, right, Yaya? You haven't betrayed me, have you? Fortuna. It's okay, Pedro. Let her express herself. I can't do this by myself. Did you run off to the stars to look for your sister? You'd promised you'd take me with you to see the cosmos. Take me with you to see the cosmos. If you don't come back right now, I'll never forgive you. I will never forgive you. Maria, I'm sure your grandmother will keep guiding you from wherever she is. One never truly leaves this world. Patrice's body may turn to dust. Patrice's voice may have gone silent. But her essence is an everlasting gift we will never lose. Patrice. She's broken free from that name. Now we will call her Autumn. We will call her tears and fragrance a mid-afternoon dream. Enough with the cheesy poetry already. You will never understand my grandmother, or what we were doing together. Maria, I am sorry for your loss. Now, if no one has any more words to share, we will return her to the earth. May your soul bless the stars, Patrice. So, my prediction finally came true, eh? You managed to live 59 years, 11 months, and 21 days. For a second, I believe you were able to break free from your fate. You remained a tough bitch even in death. It's too hard to do this without your witty comebacks. I'm sorry I didn't come and visit you after I ascended. But time among the stars sure flies. And I wasn't sure how you'd deal with the fact your sister became a witch. I am so sorry. That night on the beach, I started walking into the sea and never looked back. But somehow you knew, eh? You knew I wasn't dead. You are the only thing I miss from my time as a mortal. It's been tough up there without you. What about one last reading, for old time's sake? What should I ask about? I wonder how our relationship would have been if I had stayed. You mind if I indulge, Patrice? I'd have married one of your husband's brothers and we'd have had a big happy family all together. We'd help raise each other's children. You'd have taught him about love and literature. I'd have taught him about magic and pizza. We'd have enjoyed long summer nights drinking wine with our husbands and friends, watching over the kids, playing in the garden. Patrice, I missed you so much. I am going to miss you so much. What the hell am I doing, reading into the hypothetical? How can I be this cowardly? I owe you more than this. The first and only time I read into someone's death was for you. As our last present, I'll get real. I'll read beyond your death. I'm scared of that presence I found when you dared me to read into your demise. It was lurking there, watching us from the unknown. I'll look into its eyes now to see for myself where you were sending you off to. You'll be the founder of the first ever Cosmic Gazette and become a cosmic investigative reporter. You'll even interview extra-dimensional beings. What? I think I lost my talent. This doesn't make any sense. What in the cosmos am I doing? I'm sorry, Patrice. I'm just spewing nonsense. Don't leave me. "6 feet under my ass." Patrice? Patrice! Fortuna? What is this? Is this the other side? Why are you in cosplay? Patrice, I love you! I love you too, silly. Are we ghosts? No, Patrice, this is the real world. I'm a witch. And I believe you are one now, too. Fuck me. Well, with that... I say let's leave it here for now, eh? Yeah. So let me get all things set up. Saved a minute ago. So let me head over to what I do best. Twitter and, all that good goobly guck. Yeah. Yeah. Do 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 do. Oop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. Let's look at fan art now that I've got everything back up and running. No new art. No new art. That's okay. Anything to publicly support. Whee! No public support. But that's okay. Because what we're really gonna look into is who am I gonna send you all off to? Ooh. Do, do, do. Let's go raid Damien Kamiya, yeah? Yeah. So if you don't know what I do after each and every stream, at least until I can properly redirect you all, is give you a nice little message. This will be our message, Crystalline Witch. And then let me paste the linky link. Here's who we raid. So, make sure you get Crystalline Witch already. Copied Control C into that clipboard of yours. Then, click on that link I gave you. That should send you right over to Damien Kamiya's channel right there. And I thank you so much for all this. And I hope to see you at the next stream, which will be Wednesday. And other than that, I hope you all have a good night. All right? Bye-bye.